Hello students of class 7 and welcome back to your online class for English. So today we will be continuing with Kari. We have already done till that point when Kari was stealthily taking away the banana and eating them, and then the narrator found out about it and the narrator disciplined him and let him know that what he has done is wrong. And then, just like a human child, Kari learned that he has to give up this habit of eating banana. Now come to page number 12 and come to the next portion. We will be beginning from the paragraph. An elephant must be taught when to sit down. Okay, find the paragraph in your book. An elephant must be taught when to sit down, when to walk, when to go fast, and when to go slow. You teach him these things as you teach a child. If you say that and pull him by the ear, he will gradually learn to sit down. Similarly, if you say Mali and pull his trunk forward, he will gradually learn that it is the signal to walk. So, these things are the things that you have to teach an elephant. That means an elephant is there with you, but you have to teach the elephant to do the normal activities like sitting down and walking. Now, if you pull him by the ear, he will gradually learn to sit down. So, this is the way he used to train this elephant also, train Kari also. And the narrator used to pull his ear and make him sit down. And similarly, while if he wanted him to move forward, he would say the command Mali and pull his trunk forward, and then he will start walking forward. Kari learned Mali after 3 lessons, but it took him 3 weeks to learn That. Okay, because it is more difficult for an elephant to sit down than to walk. Going forward is easier for him, but to sit down for an elephant, that is a bit difficult or awkward thing to do. But you have to teach the elephant why that you have to sit down and what is the reason. See, do you know why an elephant should be taught to sit down? Because he grows taller and taller than you who take care of him. That is, the person who takes care of the elephant, the master of the elephant, he becomes much more taller than the narrator or whoever is taking care of him. So it's very difficult for the person to climb on his back, because he was so tall and so gigantic. And so that when he is 2 or 3 years old, you can only reach his back with a ladder. You have to climb his back using a ladder. Now, it is not possible that you carry a ladder with you all the time, right? It is therefore better to teach him to sit down by saying that, so that you can climb upon his back. For who would want to carry a ladder around all the time? That is, all the time you cannot carry a ladder for sitting on the back of the elephant, right? So you have to teach him that you have to sit. Okay. The most difficult thing to teach an elephant is the master call. He generally takes 5 years to learn it properly. Now, underline this portion. The master call is a strange hissing, howling sound as if a snake and a tiger were fighting each other. And you have to make that kind of noise in his ear. And do you know what you expect an elephant to do when you give him the master call? If you are lost in the jungle and there is no way out and everything is black except the stars above, you dare not stay very long anywhere. The only thing to do then is to give the master call, and at once the elephant pulls down the tree in front of him with his trunk. This frightens all the animals away. As the tree comes crashing down, monkeys wake from their sleep and run from branch to branch. You can see them in the moonlight, and you can almost see the stags running in all directions below. You can hear the growl of the tiger in the distance. Even he is frightened. Then the elephant pulls down the next tree and the next and the next. Soon you will find that he has made a road right through the jungle straight to your house. Okay, so see, this portion is important because questions can be set from here. The first question which can be asked is, what is a master call? And the next question which can be asked is, why is it, when is it required, or what happens when the master call is answered by the elephant? Okay, so first of all, let us try to understand what the master call is. whenever the master is in a difficult position with the elephant somewhere in the forest, when he understands that it's dangerous for him and he cannot find his way out of that situation, then he will emit that master call and make the elephant do something very enormous, okay, so that the other animals who are there in the jungle, they will get frightened and they will understand the power which the elephant has, okay, and then they will not disturb them again. The second thing that will happen is, after the master call is given, the elephant will somehow, by breaking down the trees, he will find a way for the narrator or for the master and himself back to their home. Okay, so this is what happens when the master call is emitted. Okay, the first part is, the master call is a strange hissing and howling sound. Okay, this call is given by the master of the elephant. And you have to make that kind of noise in his ear. That means you will hold the ear of the elephant and you will make that hissing and howling sound together. That strange kind of master call. And you know what you will expect an elephant to do? If you are lost in the jungle and there is no way out and everything is black except the sky, except the stars in the sky, that means it's a dangerous situation when everything is dark all around you. Then if you give the master call in the ear of the elephant, you are scared and you want to go back home safely with your elephant. Then you give the master call to the elephant and then you will see that what will happen? At once the elephant will understand that call, and what will he do? He will pull down the tree just in front of him. He will pull down the tree trunk which is just in front of him, and then he will frighten all the animals away. This big act, that there's a powerful elephant here, huge elephant here who has the power to pull down even a tree. Okay, this will frighten whatever animals would be near you. They will go away. They will be afraid. And as the trees come crashing down, the monkeys will wake up from their sleep and they will run from branch to branch. And then you can see the stags also. The stags will also run around in all directions. And even the tiger who is there in the distance will give out a growling sound, because he is also afraid that some monstrous creature is there, a creature which is even more powerful than me, is here in the jungle. And this frightening act will make sure that the animals will not come to attack you. Okay. Then the elephant pulls down the next tree and the next and the next. Then he will go on pulling down the trees. He will go on breaking the trees and he will understand which way to go out. This tells you that the elephant has a remarkable sense of direction. He knows how to find his way back home. Okay, so this is very important to teach the elephant how to understand the master call and react upon it. Soon you will find that he has made a road right through the jungle straight to your house. So with this we come to the end of a very lovely chapter bringing up Kari, and this amazing story about Kari and the bond he shares with the narrator is something I think all of you have enjoyed the story very much. In my next video I will be discussing the question answers with you, or maybe I will give you the question answers of the story and we'll just be summarizing the entire story. Okay, till then, study well.